Alright guys, if you're not buying CDs or collecting vinyl or buying cassettes, you're probably listening and enjoying your favorite band Ghost on some of the well-known mainstream streaming platforms like Spotify, YouTube, I don't know, Apple Music, Deezer, Tidal, whatever. But what if we take a journey together to some of the forgotten and abandoned places on the internet in order to find ghosts. Places that were once full of people, but now there are only ghosts roaming around. Let's do this. Let's go into this, urban exploration kind of a thing just for entertainment's sake, just to have fun. This is our favorite band, Ghost. Meliora has just turned 10 years and the band just finished this leg of the Skeletor, and I actually recorded this video like right after Skeletor was released, but I wasn't sure if I'm gonna upload it, but now I decided to do it again. So we're going to go to some forgotten places. Think like we're going back into 2010 or something. So some of these places are not gonna be that abandoned and that forgotten, but some are going to be. So yeah, let's start with our first place for this journey. Alright, so our first place for this exploration is going to be Bandcamp. Bandcamp is not a abandoned place. There are still people there. There are a lot of people there because people like to buy music from this platform. But to be honest with you, Bandcamp was always a place for independent musicians, for independent artists, for people and musicians that don't have big labels behind them, people that want to sell their music into the world without some third parties. And it was always a website for that. But if you go and check out if they have Ghost, yeah, they have Ghost. Ghost is there on Bandcamp. As you can see here, we have Skeletor, or if you go, I don't know, go onto this picture, yeah, we have Papa, but the older version of it. And there's everything, you can buy a disc for, you see, $13. There's a lot of people here following. And let's check out what they have. So this is the merch, kind of a tab, a lot of things, and there's a community, and you can see there that there are people still talking about Ghosts. See, Skeletor is my favorite soundtrack, impossible to upload, blah blah blah. So tell me in the comment section, has any one of you bought a Skeletor out from here, from Bandcamp? Tell me what is your experience using this platform, because I sometimes buy stuff from Bandcamp, but only the bands that I cannot find on the mainstream platforms. And check it out, here's the discography. We have everything here. Yeah, you have Ghosts, you have everything, like right here, right now. We have Pantomime, if you have Ghosts, a lot of, Spielways, Marion Across, like singles, and the previous albums, but there is one that is missing here, and you can all see that we don't have the first album, we don't have Opus Eponymous. So if you want to listen to, the whole Ghost discography, Bandcamp is not a place for that, sadly. So that's why I put it into this video and into this, forgotten, abandoned places kind of a journey. But as I told you, Bandcamp is not that abandoned yet, but I hope it will never be. So yeah, you can go and check out all the albums. Everything is working. You can stream your music, and yeah, it was always a nice, cozy place to purchase some good music, which is not mainstream. So yeah, but as you can see, we found Ghost there. Okay, you see, this is how we're going to do this. We are going to go onto these levels. Imagine this being like a iceberg, like this is the upper level of the iceberg, Bandcamp. So tell me, what do you think about Bandcamp, and did you like it, and have you ever got any ghost out from this place? Okay, on to the next level. Alright, our next stop is Soundcloud. Soundcloud is a weird platform. I started using Soundcloud a long time ago, I think around 2010 or something. Or I don't know, maybe, I don't know when SoundCloud became a factor. But it was a weird place. It was a place for people, for musicians to upload their songs like demos, recordings, solos, or whatever, man. I mean, it was never a place for a big band. Something similar as Bandcamp. But now, if you go there and type Ghost, you'll see their artist profile, and they have blue checkmark, and you have everything here, along with those, links to the official site, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, iTunes, Twitter. You see? Yeah, it's X now, but never mind. And when all these years passed, and SoundCloud started to going more towards a Spotify, deserted all kind of a territory. They incorporated a lot of original music for the big artists, and now you can see and you can listen to it all, but not all, because if you go down there, you'll see you have this Go Plus. That means you need to subscribe to listen the whole discography. So you can listen some music. For example, this is of course Scaletta. Let's see if we can listen. But if copyright claim strikes here, I'm gonna erase this part. But let's see just for a bit. All right, you can listen to the music. And what else can you do here? You can actually go to a single song, like here, Peaceville, and you can write a comment. See? Bro, when they came out to this, I lost my mind. We all need something to believe in. So incredibly beautiful. I'm moving the new stuff. A lot of comments from the actual people. So this is not an abandoned place. This is a place that is trying to be cool like the other streaming platforms. And now here I can put my comment here or there. So yeah, interesting thing. But also, if we go back into these albums category tab here, we can check out all the releases, and you can see that again, like on the Bandcamp, we are missing the first album, Opus Eponymous. I don't know what is happening here and why this platform, or Ghost for that matter, haven't uploaded Opus Eponymous onto this platform. So if I want to, go and start listening to this, start everything and not having the first album, that's kind of stupid, You have tracks, you have popular tracks. Let's see which one is the most popular. Right, of course, Mary on a Cross with 4.7 million streams. So, and Ghost has 44.5k followers and 192 tracks. So you can see, not an abandoned place, but somehow forgotten place that is trying to come back, because I'll just say it again, this was a place for independent musicians, mostly for rappers, hip hoppers, electro techno kind of music, to upload their songs. I have my songs here from my bands and from my, I cut some solos from my my songs that I was recorded with my bands, and you can find them there, but I'm not gonna show you this now. So yeah, this is our second layer of forgotten abandoned places, and stay tuned. We're going to the deeper levels, the more obscure levels, and the more forgotten levels in order to find ghosts. So far we found a lot of ghosts. Alright, our next stop is Reverb Nation. I don't know if you remember this one, but it was popular for just a small amount of time back into the late 2000s, 2010, and time when Ghost actually started. And it was, imagined to be like a streaming platform slash social media, because before that we had one bigger platform that had both of these, features. And then Reverb Nation thought, okay, let's focus on music. And it was cool. It was good for young bands, for new bands, to create something like website pages. Because back then it was expensive and nearly impossible for new bands, for young people like us, like me, to have our own websites for our bands. This was an alternative. And here I found two Ghost profiles. One is called Ghost BC and the other one is called Ghost, and both of them look really obscure. So let's start with this one. Ghost, rock band from Stockholm, Sweden. No, that's not true. And if you go to overview tab, you'll see, but what is interesting here you had the availability to put your upcoming gigs onto this site. So there are some gigs here, like Ghost South American Tour from 2014 and Ghost New Age 2014 in, I don't know where is this, and this, check this out. 11th of June 2014, a Magazzini Generali in Milan. And then I wasn't too lazy and I went to Setlist FM to check out if this concert was really, played, done, legit. And it is. Look at this. June 11th. Magazzini Generali, Milan, Italy. European Tour 2014. Here's the set list. And so we can say probably this profile was used by someone from Ghost to promote the band, and they have 26.7k total fans. Reverb Nation was getting fans from Facebook and Twitter and combining it together. Here's the community, and there's only one song. This is really weird. If you go here, you have one song. Let's see if it works. Okay, so it works. This song works. So if you're still on Reverb Nation, but I don't know why would you be, you can listen to the Ghost here. And let's see this other one. And okay, just one more thing. There's a lot of bio here, like Ghost is the name of a devil worshipping ministry, blah blah blah. In May 2010, Ghost were contracted to a UK-based gramophone company called Rise Above Ltd. Now you guys tell me if this is true. While we go to this another profile, Ghost BC. This one looks even more obscure because look at this, a link ping. There is no link ping down in Sweden. There is a Linköping. I don't know how to pronounce it correctly, but it's closer than this, Stockholm here. And this thing has even more songs. Check it out. It has a lot of songs, mostly from the first album and from the second one. So first and second. Let's see if they work. Let's play Guler. It works. It works. So another obscure profile, which is really obscure, but you can also download these songs. Check it out. Ritually, this little button here. Very weird, man. And this is in an abandoned place. Believe me, this is a place only for Ghosts. I have my profiles there. Still, I have profiles for my bands, for my old bands, from the time when we really used this platform. Back in 2010, 2011, 12, but then it died. Why did it die? It died because there were no people there, no fans, because they were thinking like you can go here, log in, join for free, and you can open a artist account or a fan account. I had both. And in the end, there were only bands there, not fans. So you could upload everything you wanted, your videos, your events, your music, but there were no people to listen to this music. This here, 26,000 fans, this is just a number that it's taking from Facebook. You can see here. So see, they have around 400, just around 400 real fans from this place, from Reverb Nation. And this is why it died. And then, we got smartphones, social media exploded, Instagram and everything. Like this is a platform before Instagram. But then everything exploded and this went into obscure. I know they're still there. I'm getting a lot of spam emails from them for my bands every day. Do this, do that, pay this, we can put you on this playlist, on that playlist. I don't know. If you go on YouTube and watch some YouTube videos, you can see what people who actually use this Reverb Nation that way can tell you. But what I can tell you, yeah, there is a Ghost here. You can go there and listen to the first and the second album, but not complete albums, and that's it. So pretty much abandoned. It was a good idea, but it was crushed by a time and by not knowing what to do in the future. And I'm talking about the company itself. But once it was a cool place. It looks pretty obscure, but we found Ghost. Hey, this is a pretty low level on this, iceberg list, or this journey, exploration journey that we are going together. And of course, tell me in the comments, have you ever used Reverb Nation? What do you think about it? And were you one of these, 400k people that were following this profile or that profile? I don't know, man. Just tell me in the comments and stay tuned for even deeper level. And guys, the next level of this journey is one and only MySpace. Man, this is the deepest level of this exploration and of this iceberg, call it whatever you want. But you know what? I'm born in the 80s, and MySpace was my first social media. And this was my youth. My youth was on MySpace, and I still to this day love MySpace. And I still to this day think that MySpace should have never disappeared, and it was much better than Facebook and then everything what we got after that, because Facebook was boring, Facebook was all the same. Well, here we could express our artistic selves, and we could, and you know what I'm talking about, we could create our profiles and edit our profiles and customize our profiles the way we wanted, which was not possible on any other platform on the internet that we got after MySpace. So, if you type Ghost, you can find Ghost here, this Ghost BC account. And I don't know where to start. First of all, this is not how MySpace used to look like. This, design was their latest design. I don't remember when, they did this, maybe 2015 or something. But so MySpace, I got into MySpace in 2006 or 2007, something around there. But it was before Facebook. I strictly remember it was before Facebook, because I know when people started moving onto the Facebook, I was staying here. I was stubborn. I was saying, no, I'm not going to move. Then eventually I moved, of course, because everybody did. And then this company, MySpace, they didn't know what to do. They didn't know which way to go. Then there was a lot of selling, sold in 2011. Then they changed the, this UI, and they tried something else. And the biggest thing that happened was back in, I think, 2018, when they moved everything from one server to another, and everything got lost. Everything was erased. All your pictures, all your videos, all your playlist songs. A lot of bands lost their music here, because their music was only uploaded onto this platform. And when that move happened, they lost everything. Now people are collecting and gathering, that you can find on the internet some libraries where people from MySpace are gathering together and trying to recreate those libraries with the lost music. And this is a story for another time. And speaking about Ghost started in 2010, right? So they had MySpace, but they were on the tail end of the MySpace era. And me, I just loved it, man. It was such a great time. No algorithms. And this platform was a combination of everything that you have today. This was Facebook plus SoundCloud plus Reverb Nation plus Spotify all in one, because MySpace was not only a social platform for talking to people, sending messages. This was a proto streaming platform, because bands used to upload their music, and we fans used to listen to that music. And we used to add that music into our profiles, our highly customized profiles. So if you go to my profile, a song, would start to play. Like today, there are these, pathetic attempts from Instagram to do this. You have now this, option to put your song into your Instagram account, your account that is 100% the same as the account from, the next person next to you. Pathetic attempt. So let's see. Can we find Ghost here? We can find Ghost here, because there are only ghosts on this platform. Man, this platform is so dead. Look at this. Once there was a lot of people here, a lot of good memories for us millennials, at least. But Ghost, let's see, music. Let's go to the music tab. Oh, there's a lot of songs here, you can see. Maybe if we go to albums, We have Popestar, we have Meliora Deluxe Edition. Really? With Square Hammer and everything. But without a picture because that got lost, right? We have Majesty as a single series from the Pinnacle, man. And then we have this, if you have Ghosts, EP, Infestisumam, and that's it. So we have everything up until Meliora, but we don't have Opus Eponymous again. So you can go and listen Opus Eponymous on where were we? Reverb Nation. And then you can come here to listen Meliora. Let's see if this works. Let's play Square, man. Nope, it's not working. Square Hammer is not working. Okay, good to know. Let's play Cerise or whatever. Oh, Cerise is coming. There's a series to you guys, but as you can see, it opened a YouTube video. So these were just like attached videos because songs, actual MP3 or whatever, maybe it was WAV or MP3, I don't know. The actual uploadings of the real music, that's all lost. That's all gone. As I can tell when I try to play this Square Hammer here, this is what happened. Probably it was an MP3. Let's see this Pinnacle. Ooh, we have a live. Cool. We have a live version here on this YouTube video. So it looks like someone from Ghost used to upload music onto this MySpace kind of, you know. So Meliora was, see, we can see here, Meliora was updated 15th of September 2016 and Popestar 2, while the other ones, this one, 2015, 14, if you go down, 2012, Secular Haze, 2013, Infestisumam. It even has this explicit tab here. Really cool, man. But what else could you do this? You had About section, a band rife with contradictions. Sweden's Ghost preach extreme satanic viewpoints over surprisingly lightweight heavy metal, and its members maintain blah blah blah. As a result of the band's rare concert came across like an occult ritual and their 2010 debut Opus Eponymous, but where is it? Why is it not on a MySpace? I'm just kidding. So okay, that's that. See, ghosts, only ghosts on MySpace. Check this out. I mean, listen. Sorry, we're just experiencing some technical difficulties right now. Nothing major. Our developers are working on it, and MySpace will be back up very soon. What developers? What the hell are you talking about? You have developers? You're telling me developers were developing this crap? You know, I needed to refresh the page so to see these videos. There are no videos, man. All is gone. So you have developers to try to develop this. I mean, this, first of all, this, you know, customization of the website is awful and pathetic and abysmal, right? But okay, yeah, developers, man. See here, this is connections. This is the people who were following you, right? People connected to Ghost. Okay, we have some people here. Some of them still have their, you know, profile pictures. Some of them don't have. And this is a band here. Check it out. It's actually a band, Chaotic Resemblance. These guys liked Ghost and they were, you know, attached to Ghost. And these guys used to use this MySpace not that long ago. They're from United States and they have a full profile even with pictures. And if you see someone have pictures on Spotify still, it means they were uploading these pictures after the big, you know, data lost. Man, I found a band on MySpace. I mean, this is crazy, man. But yeah, you can still find some things on MySpace if you have an account. I'm not logged in right now. No. Let's see if Ghost has some photos. No, Ghost BC doesn't have any photos. Some articles? No. Videos, we checked that out. Events? No. That's Ghost for you guys. See? We found Ghost into the ghost town. This is a real ghost town. This is the lower level of this journey, the most obscure, the most, you know, irritating level of it, because, and I would really like if someone could, you know, revive this thing again. And yeah, of course, similar artists, this was the best feature. So they had the Arsons, the Oranges band, giraffes, New York, Real X, and stuff like that. This band has a picture, Spirit Caravan. Let's see Spirit Caravan. Small tribute to Outclassy. Oh, this is a tribute. Okay, so guys, tell me, what do you think about MySpace? Do you go there to listen Ghost, like these songs that they have? And what was your experience with MySpace? Did you use it? Did you like it? Do you miss it? Tell me all that. While we are going to even deeper level, the most obscure, the most, the deepest level of all levels. Stay tuned. Okay, guys, let me bore you a little bit more. Welcome to the deepest of the deepest levels of this journey. This is not only a ghost town, this is going to be a back from the dead town, because we are going back into 2010 thanks to Wayback Machine. We just need to enter MySpace, Ghost MySpace, URL, and we have the first, shots here in 2010, and I opened it into another tab. And welcome to the old MySpace. Everything I told you about in the previous section is here. Man, this is really like seeing a ghost. If you go onto this website, be careful going into this website, because you're not going to be the same again after it. See, this is what Ghost, MySpace profile looked like on April 12th, 2010. Amazing. So, and these guys are even online now. I mean, wow, man. This yellow, orange, and green letters kind of a thing. This was everything for us back then. Look at this. Ghost picture. Send message. Add to friends. You could add them to friends. You can call them. I never use that. Rank. User. Block. You could block Ghost. You don't like Ghost? You block them, man. I don't like Ghost. I'll block them. See, then they have this, MySpace URL. They have, members since 2008. Band members. We have no names. We are your worst nightmare. Sounds like a devil worshipping Kansas. Okay. And record label unsigned. So this is before Opus was even released, right? When was Opus released? Tell me that into comments. And this is what I was telling you. The most important thing on the old MySpace was this list of... Okay, Ghost is a band, so they had bands, of course. But if you were a fan or just a person using MySpace, you would put here, your loved ones, your girlfriend, boyfriend, and you would put, your family, and then your favorite bands, and of course, your friends. But it was important who was here, place number 1. So Ghost had Tribulation, Dark Throne, Grand Magnus, Solitude, a lot of these, weird black bands, or I don't know. What are they? I don't listen to this music. And check it out. This guy is even online. Bestial Invasion Records. So it's not a guy, it's a record company. They're online. Sending something to Ghost. Scarlet Utopia, thanks for ad. We like your sound, really cool, man. Bunker 66 is online. These 3 tracks are just perfect. Yeah, they had 3 tracks that you cannot see here because this is not saved, because this website Wayback Machine is saving stuff, but not all the data, whatever. So yeah, and you had this, blog entry. Blog entry was cool. Something like a blog you could write. Oh man, I missed MySpace. So this is it. Now there's one more, profile saved from... Also, no, this is from May. No, I don't know. When was this? Wait a minute. That was the first one, and the second one was on May 31st. So yeah, see, Ghost changed the looks of their profile. This is what I was telling you. You could change, you could customize, you could be whatever you wanted to be on MySpace. There's some geek here. Let's see if we can open this. No. So sometimes you can click, it's clickable. I mean, you can click on all these people, but if their profiles are not saved on Wayback Machine, you're not gonna see anything after it. Have a rockin' weekend, this girl says. Man, it's good to be back in time. And what I didn't tell you here is this, you could go to videos charts. Charts was the best thing on MySpace, in my opinion, because I think you could vote for bands. And I know I was, every day I was on the glam metal charts. That was the best chart for me because I'm hearing glam metal music. And I remember Peppermint Crips being there, the legends of this chart, and bands like Scarlet Rose, Crash Diet, and all these, that was a great time, man. But that was like a little bit before 2010. And there we have a profile from 2011. This is when I think MySpace was sold to another company, and they tried to rearrange a little bit. This was more like music oriented, like for people to listen to the music, because in 2011, yeah, people pretty much abandoned MySpace. But here we have a first album, because first album was released. Genre black metal, power pop, progressive. Location Stockholm alone. Okay, so it might be. Rise Above limited edition, blah blah blah. Member since 2008. Friends are here. They have this record company here. You could also post comments here. There are comments, see? Comments here on the old interface. Comments here of this newer interface. And there are songs. Let's see if these songs work on Wayback Machine. Conclave, con Dio. No, Ritual. We're gonna play the Ritual. Let's see, I'm curious. Because we are back in time. No, it looks like we cannot play them. You cannot play them, but that was... I told you, MySpace was the proto streaming platform. Even better than Spotify. And here are shows and events. Great, you see you can find some interesting stuff around the old MySpace. Then there's this one. This is 2012. Looks kind of the same like 2011. Playing songs? I don't think so. No songs. And then we have 2013. This is when they had year zero, of course. I mean, Infestissumam. That's it, guys. Let's go to rock charts. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I love this, man. Let's just check out something from 2016, because we were in 2015-16 before. Let's just check. Here's the chart. This is a weird chart, but you need to go to metal. Let's see metal. And let's see these from 2010. Let's go to metal again to see these charts, while we go first and take a 2016 Ghost profile. So charts in 2010: Breaking Benjamin, Bullet for My Valentine, Slipknot, System of a Down, Disturbed, The Devil Wears Prada, Cedar, Deftones, Korn, Five Finger Death Punch. Cool. Really cool, man. And this is 2016, right? No, this is. Yeah, it looks exactly like the one I showed you in the previous section of the video. And guys, I don't know what to say. Let's just go back to 2010 and let's just wrap this video up. It was a great journey. Thank you for being with me. It was a long journey. I hope you liked it. As I told you, I had this idea to create this video a long time ago when Skeletor was out. So, guys, tell me, have you ever used MySpace? Are you old enough, and do you remember MySpace? Do you remember Ghost on MySpace? After all, this is a video about Ghost, and tell me your experience, and tell me, do you miss this platform, and do you want this platform to come back, to make a comeback big time and destroy everything that we have now, all these goddamn social media platforms without algorithms. No algorithms, that was the life. Anyway, like, share, subscribe, let's talk. I like to talk with you. This is the best community ever. Ghost is our favorite band, and let's stay together and wait for some new updates, because they said stay tuned. New dates are coming. Let's see where. I'm tipping California or something like that, but we'll see. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for letting me bore you to death with this. See you next time. Ciao, ciao.